Welcome in, everybody. We just had a question before the recording started about asking someone how they are and responding. So the question was if you ask somebody, Wasa iati, Wasa iati, that means how are you? And then the response, the question was, can you just say, Yake, which means it is good? But if you want to make it more personal, as Shirley said, you can add khat, meaning me, I'm okay, or I'm good. And that would be a fine response. More conversationally, generally, I hear Hechwasa, I'm fine.
The common thing is to people to say Tetlawasa. But when they ask you how you're doing, Tetlawasa. And so I had to make the switch for this class because my students at AFN try to talk to people and they say, "How are you?" And and the other person says, "Tetlawasa." They didn't know what to say. So I had to change it from Khatyak A. But it is it can be used and it's okay. But generally speaking, as a response will be Tetlasa.
Okay, geez, let's practice this phrase. If folks want to unmute your mics, if you're available, I know if at least one of you is driving, so drive safely. Don't worry about unmuting. But for those of you who are at a desk or in a place where you're not driving, go ahead and unmute and let's practice this phrase, this response. Well, we'll start with a question. How are you? Repeat after me. Wasa iati.
Wasa iati.
Good. And the response, a common response, I'm fine or nothing's wrong. Keshwasa.
Kletswasa.
Uh,
The
okay.
course of voices is amazing right now. So many
Everybody,
people.
yeah. Well, everybody is busy. These are people I just wanted to
I know,
acknowledge.
I'm just playing with everyone.
Yeah, people are coming just on their lunch break and
Yeah, I got it.
yeah,
All good. I'll talk back to you so you're not talking to air.
goodness cheese. But yeah, just to backtrack, this is Thursday, November 6th today, and I'm gonna put the slides in the chat so folks can practice. One thing Shaksani Keek and I want to start doing probably next week because I haven't prepared it yet, but is having homework for you guys. So we'll have it right in these slides for you to practice. We'll have little audio recordings. Um, that'll be something we'll start doing next week. But in the meantime, you can still study the slides. Put them in the chat now. There you go. But yeah, for today, we have an announcement just to repeat is that next week on Tuesday, November 11th, we're honoring Veterans Day. So we won't have class this coming Tuesday. And so the next time we'll see you guys will be Thursday, November 13th. So just a heads up. I'll send a reminder email as well, but just so you know in advance. And then for today, we'll do a little warm up. We'll have a discussion. And then we're going to get into the lines we talked about for our knock knock dialogue about two options. We want to have an intermediate level option and a beginner level option so that people who are brand new won't feel overwhelmed by the longer lines and then you're still being challenged. Um, but before that, I wanted to share a couple phrases. I was in our planning meeting today before class. Shirley shared with me this phrase, it's getting colder. We're talking about, we both live in Anchorage. on Chichikehayati. We're in Anchorage, and it's frosty on the ground. It's maybe 20 in the 20s. We might get some snow today. So around this time, you would say it's getting colder. And this is how you say it. Repeat after me. Ke kunas at.
Okay, kunas at.
Equinus at.
Good. Again, ke kunas at.
Okay, kunas at.
Kunas at.
Okay. How do we sound, Shirley?
Ah, sounds good.
Kunas. And for people, we haven't talked a lot about weather yet in this class, but this k at the beginning is really common to see anytime you're talking about weather. You can kind of think of it as something that's happening either among people or in the area, in the atmosphere. And this one is specific, this ending at is specific to cold. And we want to do a reminder about the month name for November. The lunar month that generally aligns with November is digging or scratching moon, when bears dig and prepare their winter dens. And it's Kukahadis. So repeat after me, Kukahadis.
Kukahas.
This.
This.
Good. We have an underline K for that K and then Kaha. Let's do it again. Kukahadis.
Kukahas. This.
Good. Okay.
Well, that sounds good.
Nastísh. So we do want to start brainstorming for next semester about interesting topics like weather predictions. Shirley and I talked a little bit about today about how Tlingit people traditionally have ways of knowing what the weather's going to be doing, and she and I need time to prepare that. But just out of curiosity, has anyone here in this class heard anything about the way your parents or grandparents would predict weather?
Like the way they feel, their body starts to ache and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that about myself
Uh,
too.
uh-huh.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true.
Is that what you mean? Or maybe like thinking of like we know it's getting colder when the leaves fall off the trees or something. Is that what you're talking about?
No, like a daily weather report, or if we also want to find out if there's someone here in the northern part to kind of tell us a little bit what they know about what the weather in Anchorage will be. If I heard before, if the wind blows towards Anchorage from the sea,
Hmm.
that's one kind of weather, and it blows out to the sea, that's another. But I forgot what the prediction was. I was so impressed with them telling about watching how that happens. So I think somebody will be able to help us. So we have a lot of different options. So different parts of Alaska and Canada. Uh, so it'll be. I think it could be a fun subject to work on, and we could get the weather girl from the TV program to get on our program. They like doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had children predict weather, uh, third and fourth graders. They do really good, keeping a record. Then they
Mm-hmm.
invite the weather girl to come to class. It's a lot of fun. They said, "We're always right and you're always wrong." They told the weather girl. He laughed and said, "It's the only job in the world where you could be wrong a lot and still keep your job." So,
I did just see a funny meme yesterday. It was the gopher coming out saying 6 more weeks of winter, and then on the bottom rather, it said that on the bottom, it said, except for you, Alaska, your weather does its own thing.
One thing,
Actually,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, so I mean, at least from the Haida perspective, a lot of our words reflect weather prediction. Like if the sky is shiny, it means bad weather is coming and stuff like that.
Mm.
Hmm.
That that part of it, and like there's like a southeast wind means XYZ, you know. I
Hmm.
don't know, it's still just reflected in our vocabulary.
I know
Yeah.
one of the things I heard as a kid, or I think I might have asked about it because if the sun is really orange and bright in the morning, it means one thing, and if it's really bright and at night, it's different. So it's kind of interesting. The people do notice things, and, so I think that would be a real fun subject if we could all find somebody to say something about it.
Hmm.
For
Yeah,
sure.
in my tugboat days, I used to hear all the captains say, red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. Red sky at night, sailors delight." And that would be about like the wind.
Yeah, that's in the Bible.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Huh.
It was Christ that said it.
Wow. Yeah, we lived by that on the tugboats,
Uh,
planning for our trips. Yeah, 'cause it's true too. Goodness, geez, I didn't realize it's in the Bible. I did kind of want to share this dictionary entry I've looked at a few times about sitting quietly and meditating and observing. And the Tlingit word is a'an or a'an, and it means like to sit quietly, meditate, observe, or navigate. To sit quietly, especially while watching signs of the weather at sundown. And um, I thought it was interesting that this happens at sundown to kind of maybe that's a telltale time. These are just questions it's bringing up for me. Um, but here's an example sentence that's kind of fun. In English, it means they used to sit outside quietly watching the clouds. And the Tlingit phrase is Gant udu anjin. And so this is that word un. Yeah. Or he's sitting quietly on the steps of his porch meditating. Awul kan un. This is that word un.
mm,
That's fun stuff. Any other comments or questions about weather or weather predictions?
I don't know. It's just always rainy here and some bikini. It's not very hard to predict what's going to happen.
and
Yeah.
one time, as a kid, we were all laying on the ground. Uh, there was a earthworm that kept sticking its head up through the ground. So we made a circle. We were all laying on our stomachs, and it would stick its head out, and we'd poke it, and it would go back down. And some of the students was putting dust on there or some water. Pretty soon, one of the girls jumped up and she, they said, "What's wrong?" One of the guys said, "What's wrong?" Spider. And somebody said, "Step on it." And she said, "Oh, I can't. It's going to cause it to rain."
Mm.
And one of the guys said, "Must be stepping on a lot of spiders." It rains all the time.
That reminds me, you just reminded me one summer I was in Caltag, the village my dad's from on the Yukon River. And I didn't grow up there, so I don't know a lot of the unspoken rules, but I was skinning a bear hide and working on it all day and scraped it and then salted it. And then I wanted to shake it off real good to get all the salt off it. Um, and this grandma uh, cruised by on her bicycle and she just goes, "You kids are gonna make it rain." And I was like, "What?" And the guy I was helping said, "Oh, it's just an old wives' tale. That's what they always say is if you shake a bearskin rug, you'll make it rain and stuff."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then it was like talk of the town, everyone told everyone. And by the time I got back to my cousin's house, it was pouring rain, unforecasted rain. All the planes were stuck in, and it was causing a big mess, and everyone was giving me a hard time about it.
Wow.
Made you a believer.
Made me a believer. Now I'm super careful anytime I have to
Yeah.
make one.
That's funny. Is there like I know that in, the in different languages like up north where it snows a lot, there's different words for different types of snow. Is there names for different types of rain?
Yeah. Yeah. We have, uh, I know there's a lot of different descriptions, very descriptive. There's even a word for the mist, very hazy. It's kind of a rain. It's wet, but it's very, very light. So they had a word for that. So they had all the different kinds of rains.
Hmm. I'm seeing in the dictionary for mist, kachitja, which is like drizzle or mist. Ukja, steam. I thought kaseichja was one, but I'm not seeing it.
Kasunja. That's what
Oh,
Kasunja.
kasunja.
Yeah, that really fine mist.
Oh, geez.
What about when rain turns into snow?
Yeah. What is that? Sleet. Kaksahin.
Well, there's sleet. I don't know. All I know, in Idaho, there's rain. There's rain that turns into snow, and there's sleet, and then there's wet snow.
Uh-huh.
It's just there's rain that doesn't stop coming down. There's misty rain. Yeah, so many words.
Yeah, there's all kinds of words for all of that.
I found this one, a kausichit, which is drizzle rain.
Oh, let's do that one too.
They had Tlingit Haida used to have me do the Tlingit word of the day.
Uh-huh.
I decided I was going to teach teach them to how to say it's going to rain. See you, Dako Satan.
Oh,
See you. I had everybody look at my mouth. You have to look at my mouth. See you. And I told them I was concerned about them. If they learned how to say it, they can all get jobs at the TV station,
Mhm.
being a weather predictor, because there's only one kind of weather in the southeast. See you, Dr. Satan. It's going to rain.
sign me up. Let's try this one, you guys. I've just put it on the board. Siudak aguch satan.
Siu Doc
Doc,
You
Satan.
doc a good
on.
Okay. Fancy ish. Did I spell this right? Akaushit.
It's AKAW, and the rest is perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, sorry, that's a underline X.
Akaushit.
Akausichet.
Fun. I want to open this dictionary. I want to start using this dictionary more that you brought up to me about.
It's just easy to search.
Yeah, the Hashuka dictionary. I'm going to put this link in the chat in case people don't have it. I'm going to start using it more.
That's sheesh. Yeah, that one looks like it's way easier to search in.
It's
Yeah.
not as comprehensive, that's for sure, but there's a lot in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, drizzle rain. Akaushit. Pretty good list of example sentences. Fun.
Kind of like the one that you just put up, the it's going to drizzle rain is akaguk sachit,
Uh-huh.
but
Um,
that seems like a weird prediction.
yeah.
I'm not
You
even really
don't,
sure I know what drizzle is.
yeah.
The Eskimos up north, they have 26 words for snow, for ice and snow.
Mm.
So I don't know. I don't think we ever counted up for southeast. Different words for rain. I don't
Mm.
know. They're not as interested in that as they are the snow.
Oh, before I forget, I just saw in the chat, Shaheen Shah shared, she said, villages Klukwan and Haines have weather, and we see similar weather in hours and sometimes days. Elders here say if the weather is, I have an emoji in my way. Elders say here if the weather is warm for the season, the next new moon will be cold, and we prepare. Same as cold weather, then it will be warm in the next moon. Our family name is the mist rainbow the killer whale creates. Keet Gushi. Wow, thank you.
Oh, I didn't know what um that house name meant.
Mm,
Oh, that's really great. I'm Daklaweri Yadi, and my father's the Kikushit.
okay, it's cool.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that something when you start to discover that stuff like that?
Yeah.
Hmm. I've heard a
Right.
few things from the Daklaweri that are really poetic. I went to a kuik in September, and I heard some things. One of them was about the killer whale dancing on its tail. um, around Point Hope, I think, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. That is super cool. I'm just gonna copy and paste this comment in the chat on our board. It's kind of fun. Um, any other comments or questions before we hop into our review?
Uh, I'd like to point out, make sure it's so quick when people speak today about the Kluik. Kluik, the first K is underlined.
Chloe,
Make sure you get that in.
Please.
Chloe,
Mm,
Yeah.
gosh, jeez.
no.
Yeah. Somebody was talking to me. They said he was worried about his atu. And I said, "What is that?" I couldn't figure it out. Atu, you didn't know atu. And two is reading. What is that? That's the only thing I could get out. He was trying to say at ooh, two words.
Mm.
At
Uh,
ooh.
at. Ooh.
Yeah. And that's a big issue for parties is people take pride in bringing out the things that they own or have been passed on to them. At ooh. That's your
Mm.
family ownership of things.
Mm.
It actually means that thing you own.
Mm. Mm.
but but today it's a big plus to be able to say this is our family at ooh. It's a big thing, and you're right if you say it.
Mm. At. Ooh.
A two is to read to read something. You run it together. It's two. It's not one word. It's two words.
Mm.
At ooh.
At. Ooh. Goodness, geez. Let's practice this one, guys. You can repeat after me. The thing you own. At. Ooh.
At ooh.
Ooh.
And I guess because we write it like this with a period in the middle, maybe it gets kind of rushed, but what the way Shirley just said, it's two words. I guess you could think of this as a space too, like really make it separate. You're just stopping the air in your throat. Now let's do it again. At. Ooh.
At
Ooh.
ooh.
Nice. How we sound, Shirley?
Uh, well, the period is not necessary because it's actually two words. So
Hmm. Geez. At. Ooh.
Ooh.
I think there's a W on the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. At. Ooh. Any other comments or questions? All right, we're gonna review a few of our lines from the knock knock, but I want to do a fun exercise where we got to fill in the blanks on them. It just gives us another way to think about these lines as we practice, we're starting to memorize them. But go ahead and repeat after me for pronunciation. Adu sawa.
Adu
I
sawa.
do so
So this is a question. What kind of question are they asking? What does this word adu mean?
do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who? I wrote is it as one word on accident. Is it? Is it? Um, good. So adu sawa means who is it? And let's practice again. Repeat after me. Adu sawa.
I
I
do
do so
Sawa.
what?
And this
D
is just an
U DU do as when you ask that question, uh, it could apply to a man or a woman. So that's a good phrase. Do so what? Who is it? Could be
oh,
a man, could be a woman.
oh yeah.
So do applies to either.
Okay. Oops. Okay, let's do it again. Repeat after me. Adu sawa.
Adu
I
I
do
do
sawa.
so
so
what?
Um, and I put my name here, Nila Torah Aya. You can put your own name. Repeat after me. Nila Torah Aya.
Sansaya.
You what
Kwe
yeah.
Next one, repeat after me, and then we'll do the fill in the blank. But Shayi Iresat Kwesi in.
Shai.
Shayi
Es.
Place
Hot.
put coffee
Question.
in.
Let's practice just the second half, starting with Ires. Repeat after me. Iresat Kwesi in.
Ikrais. Hot. Question.
Coffee in.
Good. And then the first part, repeat after me. Shayi.
Shaye
Yeah.
Good. What does this part mean? Shayi.
Examiners.
Good job. And let's practice again. Repeat after me. Shayi Iresat Kwesi in.
Shai.
Shayi
Es.
Place
Hot. Question.
coffee
in
in.
Um, Next one.
Good.
Thank you. All right, we're doing good. Good job, you guys. Next one, repeat after me. Akhtach Tusai.
Ach.
Ugh,
Clash
God,
Ti.
to say
E
What does this first half mean? Akhtach.
my mother with a focus marker on mother.
Yeah. So the CH is the focus marker, really emphasizing that my mother is the one who cooked it. So I could one who cooked it. Color code these. So we have a little bit of an idea of what each part means. And let's practice it again. Repeat after me. Akhtach tusai.
Ach
Ah.
Clash
To
to E
say
Good. Let's practice these again from the top for repetition. Repeat after me. Adu sawa.
Adus.
I do so
to so
And you can put your name here. Nila Torah Aya.
Tajiza.
Kwe
Aya.
Next one. Ashayi Iresat Kwesi in.
Shaye
Shayi
equal hot coffee in.
Classy in
The last one we just did. Akhtach Tusai.
Ach,
Clash.
Clash, Kusai.
Kusai.
Okay.
Might say wusi e.
Wusi e.
It's past tense.
Uh, let's practice this last word that Shirley corrected us. So past tense, she cooked it. Wusi e.
Wusi.
Yeah, good. That seems better. Repeat after me. Achtach wusi e.
Ach,
Clash.
Clash,
Wusi.
Job. And this one is the next one. They're excited and they say, "Great, we'll eat it right away." Let's work on our acting this time. And repeat after me. Gook, tlauk atkach tucha.
Gu,
Goo.
Ka,
Duck.
Ha, Ha.
Good. So let's practice a breakdown of these words. We will eat it at the very end. Atkach tucha.
Tuha,
And then saying right away we'll eat it, starting with tlauk. Repeat after me.
Clark,
Good. Repeat after. Tlauk atkach tucha. Good. And then the whole line starting with gook. Repeat after me. Gook, tlauk atkach tucha.
Gu,
Clock.
Aka, Kuka,
Good.
This is
And
grammar speaking. You better say thank you first.
oh, thank you.
Gonna teach.
Goodness, cheese.
Thank you for bringing the heads. We're going to eat right away.
Oh, good. Okay. Thank you for that reminder. So that I don't forget myself, forget my manners, and just dig in.
Just wanted to eat right away, huh?
Yep. Let's practice saying thank you. Repeat after me. Goodness, cheese.
Goodness, cheese, cheese.
Would you say thank you uh uh for the fish, or just thank you?
You're saying thank you for the fish.
But would you say or just and
That,
someone knows like what you're talking about already?
yeah. Because she just got through saying, I brought you the fish heads. My mother cooked it. And thank you. I want to eat right away.
Sometimes I think about that, like I want to say thank you for X, Y, or Z, and
No.
I usually just end up saying and leaving it at that. But sometimes that seems kind of incomplete or vague.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like in this scenario, it's understood by context that we're
Mm,
talking about the fish heads, but like if um for example, if someone gave you something and left it at your door and then you saw them later and you wanted to thank them,
mm,
that might be like a um or for example, one thing I hear sometimes is thank you for coming here. This is an example of thanking someone for something. Gunachish, Hatia Gudi. What would be something you want to thank someone for, Santia Ish?
um, like thank you for this class.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Um, one thing I used to say is coming to mind. Thank you for teaching me. Shirley, you help me? How do you say thank you for teaching me?
Yeah. Gonna cheese ha eat ha eat to what they get uh let's see. I want to be a little more specific on that one. To say thank you for teaching me about fish heads, or thank you for teaching me about the weather, or something like that. I think
Mm-hmm.
be good.
Mm-hmm. Tool, and then the thing that you taught him. So if I wanted to say thank you for teaching me about fish heads, could I say Gwenalchish ha'it latuwo tashayedat?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Gwenalchish. So one thing I'll say, Santia Ish, if you're thanking someone for doing something, you need to add this sound at the end. So shatu would be to teach, but you add this extra at the end because you're connecting it to another idea of thanking them. So you can think of it as thank you for teaching us. I'm gonna color code these so that people can see Yagudi. So Hatigudi has this suffix I at the end to connect it to another thought, which is thank you, thank you.
The I and the U are connecting the Gnostish.
Yeah, that's right. And the sounds that it ends up being just like come naturally because they're like shatu, you're rounding your mouth.
Mm.
So adding another voiced sound after that, it's gonna come out as shatu. Um, if you say
That too
a
was
t,
past tense.
yeah, past tense. Okay. Yeah, Yagudi would be another one. You came here. Hatigudi. Gunastish Hatigudi. Good question. Any more questions?
Those are good comments.
Yeah.
I have to say thank you for trimming the trees outside with a chainsaw. It's really loud.
Is
Keeping
that
me awake.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
that's okay. Okay, so I keep telling you guys that we're gonna do. Let's do a quick brush over the next couple lines. I like all this interaction with these questions and comments about our phrases because to me it helps me learn if we're talking about them and discussing them. So that's good. So we have this Gunachish, Guk, Tlaukatgachtucha. And go ahead and repeat this line after me for emphasis or repetition. Gunachish, Guk, Tlaukatgachtucha.
Tish.
So
Yeah.
do the
So,
last.
so the two, you're saying thank you for the person that's brought the fish heads, and then you quickly say, quick, let's eat. And you're talking to somebody else, family member.
Mm,
So,
okay. So theatrically, we got to think about I'm telling you thank you, and then I'm announcing to our family, let's eat. Let's do it again. Repeat after me. Gunas, chish, gook, chakat tucha.
Cheese.
Nachish.
Go up, go,
Kla.
go,
At
up.
kaktucha.
Okay. And then they, of course, invite the person who brought the fish heads to eat with us. So we say, how about eating it with us? Ha'in atcha kushe.
Hatin at kushe.
In at cha.
Nice. One more time. Ha'in atcha kushe.
Hatin at kushe.
At cha.
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
And then the person who brought the fish heads has to go to school. So they explain, I'm on my way to school. It's almost time. So repeat after me. Skunde yan chagut.
Skudayan.
Good.
Good. And then it's almost time. Adeya kanda hit.
Adeya
Yeah,
kanda
kind of hit.
Good. And so the person that's being visited, they say, "Oh, tell me what you're learning." And the whole line, let's practice a whole line and then we'll break it down. But just take your time and repeat after me. Khan kananik dasa I dos tu.
An kanani dasa
To
Good.
That sounds
So
good.
yeah, for people that are uh, wondering, this first word khan is a contraction, meaning it's a combination of two words. Like in English, cannot gets changed to can't sometimes, but khan is a contraction of achin, which means with me. So if that helps you remember, that's what this khan is, not to be confused with khan, fire. And let's practice these first two words because it's a common phrase. It means tell me. Repeat after me. Khan kananik.
Kan kani
Unique.
And then the next two words are question words. A what question? Repeat after me. Dasa.
dasa.
Good. And then what you're being taught. Iidus tu.
Two.
Good. That sounded good. Again. Iidus tu. Yeah. You guys are doing good. So let's work our way up from the back, starting with dasa. Repeat after me. Dasa iidus tu.
Dasa
And then let's just do the first half. Khan kananik.
an kanani.
And the second half. Dasa iidus tu.
Dasa
Good job. And relax and do the whole thing. Repeat after me. Khan kananik. Dasa iidus tu.
Kan kanani. Dasa
Yeah. Shirley, are we sounding okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Any questions on these? We've been working you guys pretty hard. How are you doing?
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, I had one more question about Gnosh Chish, and it
Mhm.
was, do we have a sign language for saying Gnosh Chish? I know like in the Salish tribes, like down in Washington, we would raise our hands to say thank you. Is there something similar in Tlingit?
Not that I know about, but I'll have to think about that.
Same. I've never seen one, but it would be interesting to know.
Hmm. I was just thinking more about sign language with the chainsaw in the background.
You're like, read my lips. I did when you were muted and you were repeating, I was kind of watching your mouth, like, is he saying it?
Right? I could barely hear you. Uh,
Okay, so for intermediate learners, this is their line. The person you're visiting says, "Tell me what you've been learning. What are you studying?" And then if you already know your formal self-introduction, you get to say, "I help the teachers." And this will be kind of your segue into performing your formal self-introduction. And if you're brand new or you're still learning your formal self-introduction, you're not going to be asked to perform this line, but please join in with us anyway for practice. And the line is, I help the teachers. Uh, let's do let's do our best at the whole thing, and then I'll break it down for you. And just repeat after me. Hastuit Khadashi Wekuat Latuwu.
us to eat.
Astuit.
Astuit.
Good job. And so let's look at a breakdown. Hastuit is them, I help them. And then the Khadashi is I help. So it's reversed order from English. You don't need to memorize that, but just keep in mind as we start trying to think in Tlingit, we say that people were helping first, and then we say I help. So repeat after me. Hastuit Khadashi.
Us to
Astuit.
eat.
She.
Good. One more time. Hastuit Khadashi.
Astuit.
Us to eat.
She.
She.
Okay. And then the second half of that line is the teachers. Repeat after me. Wekuat Latuwu.
Wekuat
Wekuat
flatu.
Latu.
Good. Again. Wekuat Latuwu.
Wekuat flatu.
Wekuat Latu.
Uh-huh. And the whole line. Hastuit Khadashi. Wekuat Latuwu.
Us to eat.
Astuit. Khadashi. Wekuat
Flatu.
Latu.
Good. I'm gonna end there since it's 5 till, but when we come back on Thursday next week, we're gonna look at some example sentences from Dr. Jeff Lear's notes. Um, but Shirley, did you have any comments for them before we go?
No, everything sounded pretty good. I usually try to make the corrections as we go. So it sounded fine.
Awesome.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Goodness, geez.
And good enthusiasm. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah, come on, I'll show you where it is.
Yeah, I agree. It makes class fun for us when you guys are all engaged, and you are. It's awesome.
Jeez.
I'm looking on our slideshow. I feel like I keep getting lost in here. Where was it that we said thank you for teaching us Tlingit?
Yeah. Well,
It's not lining up.
welcome to my life. Always being lost in a
How do you do this?
slideshow. I don't
Where
know.
are you? It's not 29. We're not there.
I'm gonna find it. It's 19.
19. Click.
Slide 19. Did you find it?
Like,
Wait, the questions about us saying good, thank you.
right, okay. I'm still messing around in the dialogue trying to find out where we are in there. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'll find it.
Okay.
Uh, wait, where are you?
Well, I'll try to clean these up for you guys. I take a lot of notes too during our prep, and I could probably clean this up a little bit. All right, but
You
don't
do
come next.
amazing at like filling in the slides as we go. Like it's really impressive.
Thank you. Yep, I have a good teacher, so I gotta learn how to take notes when she comes up with something. You guys have a good weekend and don't come on Tuesday, but happy Veterans Day in advance, and we'll see you Thursday next week.
Okay.
All right.
Mas X,
Buenas
CA
noches.
Aquasitic.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night. Cheers.
Sheesh.
Johanto, buenas noches.